Hi, welcome back. This is Adventures with Dr. Joe. My poor old dock box has gotten basically into failure mode. It's breaking apart, it's getting stained, it's seen better days. So I purchased this new Suncast 170-gallon extra large dock box from Costco. Let's take a look at it and let's put it together. So it's 58 inches wide, 29 1/4 tall, 29 1/4 deep, and it's got 170-gallon capacity, so it should basically take care of everything I've got and even more. There it is. Obviously it's got some instructions. One thing that's nice about it, it's got some pistons to hold the lid up. And it does take a little bit of tools here. So we're going to have to get a ratchet with a 1/2 and a 7/16 inch socket. So here's the hardware kit. The hinges, a reinforcing bar, a bunch of little hardware. These are the suggested tools. A 7/16 and a 1/2 inch hex drive, number 2 Phillips bit, and then a motorized drill motor with a number 2 bit as well. Okay, one thing I'd recommend is to lay all the parts out first. There is a specific side for each one. These literally are going to fit in here and then slide forward, which locks them in, one on each side. There we go. And then these are the side pieces that literally lock in here. And fit down like that, and then lock in here. We're going to screw this in. And then the other panel, the final panel, same thing. Lock it in and get ready to close it up. There it is. So that's the first step. Okay, now we're going to put 8 of these screws in, 4 on each side, mounting this piece to this piece, and they go on the inside. And I would take your drill motor and reduce the clutch setting so that you don't strip these out in plastic. I've got my clutch at maybe 10. We'll try that. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is put in the hasp or the latch. First piece goes in here, and then we take a threaded screw, an S1, just to hold it in place. There we go. Then this part basically goes in like this. Screw goes in from the inside, and then this cap nut fits like that, and we'll just tighten those up. Next thing, we're going to put this stiffening rail on here, line the holes up with the very center pieces here. It goes in like this, and then we just bring it back like that, and then we're going to secure it. So we're going to put 6 screws in here. Which is going to secure this very well. There we go. Now it's strong. Next thing, we're going to take one of these bolts, bring it through this end of the gas shock, and use a regular nut, not a crown nut. Right, thread it all the way on, and then do it with the other gas shock as well. That ends up being a backing when we put it into the hinge. Now we're going to take that bolt and bring it through the middle hole here and secure it with one of these crown nuts, the ones that have the flare on those. And then we'll tighten that up. That takes the 7/16. We'll do that for both of these. Okay, here's the tricky part, and it fooled me. For the left side, we need to have this piece of hinge on top of this, just like this. But for the right side, it's opposite. So be mindful of that. Again, the left side, the hinge piece is on the inside, right where this bar is. But for the right side, this hinge piece is the other way, away from this gas cylinder. So again, this is the left side with this part inside the door and the piston outside, and it fits in 6 screws. We'll hold it in place. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. By the way, this Suncast dock box is made in the USA. Let's do the right side now. Okay, this is how the right side goes, and this opening is toward the inside of the box, which is different than what I would normally expect. But the nut fits in this indentation, and right here we've got, again, 6 screws to put in. Six screws, pretty sturdy. There we go. Okay, here we're going to use some jam nuts. We're going to take this bolt and bring it through the opening that's flanged, and then put a regular nut on it. Spin that all the way down and tighten it. Then put a crown nut on top of that, which will prevent it from spinning. So unfortunately, Suncast sent me the wrong nut, a 5/16 instead of a 1/4. So I had to get a 1/4-inch nut from my stock room. So just be aware you may have some issues with the hardware. I'm sure they look very similar. They're all black, so they probably just got the wrong one in there. So anyway, you put the regular nut on, it bottoms out against the non-threaded part of the bolt. Then the crown nut. And we'll just tighten it up. There it is. Now comes the tricky part, because we have to hold this in position with the hinge parts on the inside. Okay, it can be done. So Got to line the bolt up with the holes, and the big one that connects the piston fits in that large rectangular hole, or the hex hole that's in the case. And boy, does that help. That makes it possible. Otherwise, you need absolutely somebody else to help you do this, and I'm all on my own. So we'll tighten all these down, then we'll put 4 more self-threading screws in, and we are done. Two more self-tapping screws right here on each side, and we are finished. There we go. So here's the finished project. It's huge, and unfortunately there's a little interference with the screws and the gas cylinders, but that's the way it is, I guess, because you can't put them the other way or the nut would be way in the way. So you get a little bit of that, but look at the size of it. Very heavy duty. I think it's going to do great. So again, thanks for watching. If you found this useful, please click thumbs up. It helps the channel a lot. Take care. See you soon.